So we are live. I'm going to go to see if I can see us on YouTube. And let me see. So we really I missed you. I think everyone missed you at the auction. It was awesome, but I have to tell you, I don't think anybody really knows what goes into that. You know, it's a lot.
It is crazy.
Right down, no, it's a lot of right down to like when we were doing the, you know, after the auction thing. I mean, it's a lot. Okay,
yes.
So I'm going to share.
I wasn't there Saturday, but I was there all day Sunday doing my thing.
I know, it's a lot, yeah. It's like, you know, and it's so funny because unless you've experienced it, you don't realize how difficult it is. You know, at least I didn't. I can't speak for everyone else. I don't know what other people experience. Hi, Mary Lou. Yes, it's me. It's me and Jean Peter. So I'm going to share it in our Facebook group if I can get it together to do that. So it was really successful, but I have to say I give my hats off to Care, kudos to Care, because it's like so much work. You know,
my dogs can hear your dogs.
Oh, that's the dogs across the street.
Through two doors.
That's the dog across the street. It's not even my dog. My little dog's sleeping right here. You know what it is? These people that live across the street, they have these dogs, and like anybody that drives or walks by, they bark. And I don't know whether they do the same thing if they're in their house, but yeah, it's like, it can be a lot. Oh, good. We have a whole bunch of people and I'm missing it. Sorry. I was trying to share it in the Facebook group. How's everybody? All right. Let me see who's all in the chat. Hi, Kayala. And then Mary Lou and Robert. How are you, Robert? Where is my puppets? She's talking about my puppies. Our dogs. I live in Hawaii and Jean lives in New Mexico. Hi, Mary. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Kristie. How are you, girl? Hi, Candy. Hi, Angie. Hi, Nash. Hi, Joey. How are you? Joey, I loved, what was the video that I watched recently of yours? I just loved it. I love your filming. I love everything. And I love your voice. I love your voice. Hi, Jane. Well, I'm going to put this over on Jean, and we are going to talk about, look, Jean and I are here together to talk about a lot of different things, and maybe we'll craft a little bit, but mostly we're going to talk about the class. I was good at selling her Rust class because I had her papers here, but I was not good at explaining her Canvas Midori class because I did not have her journal. So Jane, take it away. You guys check out this journal, and if this doesn't inspire you, I don't know what will.
Okay. And maybe I won't be choppy like I was last night. Since the grandson's been, sorry about the light, unless I take the sun away, I can't get rid of that glare. I've tried everything. Since grandson's been here, we've noticed that somewhere between 5 and 7 every day, my internet glitches. I don't know why. And by the way, hello everyone who came in. So this is my Midori Canvas book. We will have 3 classes. The first one will be short. It will be on how I pick the images. There, I think that might get a little bit better. How I pick the images for my book. I've asked a couple people, if I said you need images out of a magazine, what would they pick? And the answer was pretty much the same for everyone. So it's not just images, it's colors and shapes and textures and all that. And I go through that with you. It's just a different way to do it. I do a lot of different collages.
Jean, before we go, so for those of you that didn't know, so the Disabled Artists Foundation, Inc. this month, which Jean and I are both volunteers for, Jean much more than me, instead of doing a mail-out auction, we had a virtual auction. So we sold classes, we sold all sorts of digi kits, and we sold gift certificates to Etsy shops. So Jane was so gracious to do these unlimited classes, meaning that some people were doing classes for 10, I'm doing a couple for a very small group. She's doing an unlimited class. So what that means is, first of all, you have unlimited access to it for the life of the class. Secondly, it means it's going to be held in a private Facebook group. It will be live. The classes will be live, but they're going to be recorded there as well, so that you can come back again and again and again, and watch and interact. So one of the classes she's giving that I was not very good at selling yesterday was this canvas Midori style journal. So that's what we're talking about for anybody that's new. So take it away.
Okie dokie. So as I was saying, this is it. And if you want the kit, it's $25. If you just want the class, it's $20. There's only one reason I came up with the kit, because everybody's got something. But I did try this with muslin and I wasn't happy. I definitely like the heavy canvas, and the canvas that you get in your kit comes primed on one side. It's high grade artist canvas. You will get the elastic, which you can't really see, the elastic, and the elastic for the Midori style. And you will get a PDF of a file folder, so that if you want to make your signatures each in a file folder like I did, you can. It's not necessary. It's just something that I thought was fun, because I love tabs. I love tabs. So the first class is picking out your materials. It should not be very long. It's definitely one you can come back and watch. You know, if you're busy for the first one, definitely it's a good miss one, because you can just come back and watch it, and then when we have the next class, you're set to go. So the second class, we're going to work on collaging this. Now, I have experimented. I've done several, and I have several options for you, but you will need dry time in between everything. So we're doing the third class on what I do after I've done the collage, which is where the fun comes in. And that's, I have a supply list that you need. The supply list is sort of vague in the aspect, use what you have. If I'm using a white paint pen and you've only got a white gel pen, that's cool. It's just whatever you have, because we all have different stuff. Some of us have all the same stuff, but we mostly have different stuff, and we use what we have. And if we, it lets you learn to improvise, and I like that. And then, like I said, on the third class, we'll kick it up a notch and put the elastic in, and then the signatures are whatever you want to put. I just happen to use all of Hags Hollow's papers because they were here and I liked them and I really wanted to use them. So that's basically the class, and it's still open. It's not being held. Oh my goodness, I had the papers right here. Let me see. Somebody else may pop up sooner than I am on finding it, but it's October 26th, 28th, and the 30th. And like Shelley said, it is totally there for anytime you want to come watch it. And so, you can watch a little here and watch a little there and do it in your leisure, and then come back and say, okay, hey, I didn't realize that. I mean, because we all do that,
Jean, open your journal up and let's see the whole cover.
Okay.
Hi, Lynn. Hi, Laura. Hi, Nash.
So this is the back, and I haven't done all of what I do to my collages yet, and you don't know how bad I am fighting that, because when I get ready to show you, I want to have it ready to do my stuff on it. So leaving this alone is just really, really hard. So that's because I want y'all to see it right. So I did do the inside completely. And actually, if I can even see them, like I said, I have extra people in my home right now. So finding things, and that's just my excuse because they're not really in my way. I'm just using it as an excuse because it's a good one. So the file folders that I'm using to separate, I did go ahead and I had some plain brown ones and I did a little bit of collage on them too, just because I couldn't wait. I had to do some more. So it's a really simple class. It's really fun and it has lots of uses. So I hope you can join.
So the what's cool about this is that, so say you have, we're all homeschooling right now, right? So say you have your, like I have my 14-year-old daughter. She and I could take this class together. It's something even she could do. So there's two ways that you could take the class. You can take the class with buying the kit, which is $25, and that includes the piece of canvas with the elastic and the little ball pins. Or you can take it for $20, and that you supply your own outside cover. And the reason why is Jean has a supply of this canvas that she wanted to share. So if you think about it, I mean, I think it probably costs $3.12 or 18 cents to mail it. So you're basically paying $1.80 for the canvas, elastic, and ball pens. And so I put in the description, I put in the chat, if you want to sign up for the class, it's not too late. You go to help, you email help@disabledartist.org and just send Karen an email and you can sign up if you want. So who did I miss? Hi, Jean Moran. Hi, Candy. So Candy, just email care at the disabled artist, help@disabledartist.org. And if you just email that email, and then you can sign up for the class.
Mary, I bet you can do this cool doodling. When you see how it gets broken down and what it really is, I think you'll be really surprised. This is the collaged canvas, Midori style cover. Let me look up. You should be able to just say that in the email to the email address.
It's help@disabledartist.org, and it's in the chat, so anybody can cut and paste it. If you see my name, it's right next to it. So international, anybody can buy it. Now, I don't know if you would get your canvas to Egypt by the time the class starts, because the class is in October, but it's a virtual class and with a live Facebook group. So the pros, I think the pluses to doing a class on the live Facebook group is, say, I live in Hawaii, so my time zone is not the same as anybody else's. So say Jean does the class live in the morning, and her time, which she lives in New Mexico, I can still watch it when I wake up, and then I can, if I have questions, I can chat in the private Facebook group. I don't know, whatever my questions may be, like, or ask Jean in the next class, could she please? I have like a couple of issues with what I'm doing. Is there something I could do better? So it gives you like a group of people that are doing the same project with you, but access to the instructor.
This class has a new lot number. It is DC, as in dog, cat, 2.
Mm-hmm. So this is DC2 is the name of the class. DC2 and email. Okay. Class code.
It really will be a lot of fun. It's something, I do so many different styles of collage, but this one kind of actually came out of accident, and I covered a beer box with it. And then I had this really cool container. And I mean, really, we all have not nearly enough containers, right?
Oh my gosh, please.
So yeah, I think it's fun working on the canvas. It's been really sturdy, and it stands up by itself. I just think, and the cool thing is the size that I've chosen. It got lots of room to get more bulky, and I did put 5 signatures in. You don't have to. I just had enough paper kept for 5 signatures. And so, see, I still got lots of room to add some bulk to that. And on top of that, it's actually small enough to fit in your pocket, or not your pocket, your purse. And, and then you get the little bulb pins that go with it.
I like the size too. Mary's saying she likes the size. Hi, Kim. Hi, Anne. And is Miss Kristie Bittleson still here? Miss Kristie, paging Kristie Bittleson to the front of the stage. Jean, first of all, I love your style. I like, mine is, I don't doodle it nearly as well as you do, but I love your style. So for me, it's like, I'm excited to take the class. And you know what, you guys, even if you think or you could do all this, it's sort of fun. It's like, this is why I used to go to sewing retreats all the time. I can sew, but I would go to the sewing retreat just so that I could have the camaraderie of my peeps. Hey, Kristie, I sent you a link in your Facebook to join us on StreamYard, so maybe you and Jean can talk about your class.
Another good thing about classes, I taught jewelry classes for 7 or 8 years, I think. And my reasoning behind teaching anytime and my reasoning behind taking a class is I am paying to learn what mistakes not to do. I mean, everyone's going to make their own mistakes, but when you pay to take a class, the instructor's already made just the right amount of mistakes to tell you how to get past that or how to fix that. And my whole thing with collage is paper and or paint or markers or whatever. And if you don't like it, paint over it, put something else on it. Everything is fixable. Everything. The worst part of that is if you've got that perfect piece of paper you were saving for that perfect spot, and when you mark on it, you mess it up. You're kind of heartbroken because you can't use it. But you know what? That perfect piece of paper is going to show up again in something else. So it's all good.
Very, very true. So Kristie says she's going to crank up her old Mac. And when she does, I'm going to have her join us. And then you guys can talk about your other class. Jean, do you have any of your examples of Doodle Days, your Doodle Days class?
Basically, I have some doodles here that I've done. They're not necessarily what the class is. My other book is in the other room. And if I open the door, the grand cat's coming in, and then nobody's getting anything done today. So,
the grand cat. I love that. The grand cat.
Yeah, and he thinks he rules the roost too.
Oh my gosh. So I don't know how many of you guys can pipe in and say if you guys got a class or if you guys got anything from the auction. I got a lot of things. I'm so excited to participate. I think I don't know what the most exciting part is, except maybe hanging out with all of you. I'm gonna hang out with Laura on the farm. You know what? We have Mary, the classes are coordinated, so they're not. I don't think there's. Now you may have an individual. If you bought a one-on-one craft and chat with somebody, that might interfere with the scheduling, but nobody has overlapped in the scheduling. So another class Jean did is called Doodle Days, and that I'm taking too, and that's a 3-part class. And I'm not a good doodler, but I'm excited to try.
These are just some of my doodles. And I'm always wanting to try something different. So who knows?
Jean, you keep talking, and I'll be right back.
Okay. So this is an older book.
Aloha Bailea.
And this was a rubber stamp, and then I just filled in around it. So, I mean, that's another way to doodle if you're not sure. Some of these are the Zentangle patterns, and Zentangle's beautiful. I still call it doodling. I was doodle kind of like I was country before country was cool. I was doodling before Zentangle was cool. And this is a book I put together, so there's a few black pages in it. And I will show and share any pages that I have. And if there's something somebody wants, I can PDF it and put it in there. I can do that now. I can scan it and make images for you to download. I would not have a problem with that.
I'm not even thinking about that part, but I mean, if it was like that, we could certainly talk about it. I will totally talk to him about it. Yeah, I think it ends on the 1st. I think his thing ends on the 1st.
Shelley, you're not muted anymore. So anyway, that's just some of my doodles. What the class is going to be is I have a sheet. Hi, Kristie. I have a sheet that is going to have some rectangles on it and spots for you to doodle in. And we will work on different parts of doodling and then start combining them and taking it simple to start with. Not that, I mean, I think anyone can doodle. I've done doodles with lots of ages of people. And anyway, this is just a start, and it's nothing fancy. We're all going to just play together, and I'm going to help you get started and maybe build up a little bit of confidence in yourself. So that's kind of where the doodle is. But now that I got Kristie in here, Kristie and I's class is going to be amazing. But it's mostly Kristie's stuff that's going to be amazing. Mine's pretty simple part.
Don't do that. Mine's going to be the stuff that makes everybody use bad language. Yours is going to be fun.
I don't know. Mine can cause some bad words too. Shelley,
I don't know how to just do the two of you. I can't figure. You guys, I suck at StreamYard.
Okay.
How do I just put the two of you? Because how do I exclude me? How do I do that?
Without the buttons there, it's hard for me to say.
I don't know anything. You guys, I'm not good at this.
Keep hitting buttons until something happens. Yeah.
I know. That's what I'm doing, and if I'm making everybody sick, I'm sorry. I can't figure it out, you guys. This is so ridiculous. All right. Well, you guys can pretend I'm not here, and I don't even know how to make myself. Don't know. Maybe you can't do it unless you're like a real. Unless you're a paid person. Because then I know Care has other things on her thing that I don't have.
Yeah, we do.
And I'm
not really sure.
I don't think I can. So I think it's just going to have to be like this. I'm sorry, you guys. You guys can look at Jane Peters' beautiful rusty fabric while they talk about.
Why don't you make Kristie big?
Okay, how do I do?
I
don't know that I even can. That's the problem. Let me see. Hold on. Maybe I can. Hold on. Solo layout. Woohoo! Okay, there's Kristie.
Oh.
Sorry, you guys. I'm so remedial when it comes to this stuff.
So let's see. There's going to be 2 parts, right, Jean?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you're going to be making a version of this, but it's going to be cooler than this. So this is just a kind of plain Mandala bracelet. And what Jean is going to do is teach you how to do a cord that's macrame. So basically the 2 parts, like my part has to be pre-recorded, and I apologize for that. It's just going to be a wild couple of months for me, but I did want to get the content, and I'm going to be watching the group also. So if anyone has questions, I'll certainly be there to answer. So for my piece, the first part, just for fun, I'm going to show you how I make these. So if you decide that you want to go and buy some gypsum and mix concrete, yes, in your own kitchen, then then you too can make bracelets.
Now, Kristie, let's just talk about one thing. So when you buy this class, you get the kit. What comes in the kit?
For my piece, what you'll get in the kit is you're going to get this part here. Give me just a second. I think I've got some of these to show you. Hang tight. They're just back here.
Okay.
For my part of the kit, you will get black cord to do your macrame. I chose black because usually the mandalas are base coated in black, and that way I don't have to worry about what color paint anyone's using. Black goes with everything.
That's true. Okay, Kristie's back to show us what she has. And if Tanya, if you're back in the stream, girl, I'm sorry, I was not watching the screen, and they can't, unless they're logged into YouTube, they can't see the chat. So I was on the phone. You guys, it's like whenever you try to do something, right? Everybody you've been waiting to hear from for a week calls you at the same time.
Oh yeah, that's the cosmic law.
For me, it is. So Tanya, we see you, we hear you.
That is beautiful.
Oh, hey, these placemats are on Amazon, guys. I was like, what? So like, I can spill something on this and you'll never know.
That is so cool.
But I'll have to send you the link. So I made a bunch of these and I sent them to Jean. These are what you'll get from my end in the kit. So it's about 1 inch wide. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's a little slope. And then there are 2 hooks on either side. A little trade secret, these hooks are basically little garment pins. And you'll see that it's just going to be a brief part in the beginning where I show you how they're made just for fun. And it's so easy that, you know, if you want to do it, it's just messy. So I've sent a good many of these, but I have more that I can send because I wanted to make sure that we had some for the kids, but I also wanted to make sure that there were enough of these for the artists if they wanted to do it. So I've got more, Jean, if you need them. But this is my end of it. And what I'll be doing is basically I'm going to show you how to do your base coat on here. So what you're going to need is, I would say, your black base coat and maybe 2 different colors of paint. You can do 1, but it's more fun with 2. And then a paintbrush to put your base coat on, of course, and then a toothpick and Q-tips. So if you have those, then you should be able to do the dots on here. And then when I record the class, I'm actually going to be dotting it with a toothpick and Q-tips. So I'm using exactly what you'll be using. So if you want to put like a glaze coat on top of it, there's all kinds of finishes you can use. You can use gloss varnish, you can use gloss Mod Podge, triple thick, glossy accents, whatever you like. I mean, it's your oyster. So it's super easy, and it's just, I'll be teaching you how to do a simple mandala, and you don't even have to do that. You could put a poop emoji on here. You can put anything you want.
A poop emoji.
My daughter loves poop emojis, and she's drawing them pink. I don't know what it is. It's super popular right now. I think they're hysterical.
You know what? I have a daughter that is 14, and she has always been obsessed with poop emojis, even when she was like really little. So we know all of that.
I have a little mold to make emojis, and we use a mold.
Do you have an emoji mold?
Yeah, it's kind of big.
How big is it?
Actually, I can reach it, so let me get it.
That's so funny. So for you guys that are interested in knowing more about the classes, I'm going to put the link. You just have to email help@disabledartist.org and just request information. What's great about these classes is that these are what we consider unlimited classes, although I think with Kristie's there is a limit, but I'm certainly sure we could work that out on the back end. If more people wanted to sign up than we have kits available. We would just have to make more kits. But because the class, as Kristie's saying, is part live and part recorded, you'll be able to go back and visit it again and again. And for those of you that would like to purchase these mandala blanks, head to Kristie's shop. And hey, Laura, can you put Kristie's shop in the chat? That would be super awesome.
So if you want some of the blanks, I know Jean Peter, I think I sent her like a little over 120 of them. Now, I don't have these bracelet blanks listed in the shop, so go to my Etsy shop and message me through there, okay? And I can work out, you know, however many that you want to get. If you're going to hit me with like 100, give me a warning or something, you know, buy me a drink first. But the other piece is if you are a hardist, please let me know that you're a hardist because I don't want hardists paying for these. So if you weren't able to sign up for the class, let's say it's a month or two down the road, Jean Peter's out of them, you're a hardist, you want to take it, message me on Etsy and I'll make arrangements. You know, I'm not going to send you just one. I'm probably going to send you, you know, 3 or 4 because if you're like me, the first one is just practice. And I mean, that's like for every bracelet I make. So, but yeah, all you have to do is let me know you're an artist. I'm not going to check behind you. It's on your honor, you know, and I'll get some to you.
Okay, so Kathy's World just posted Kristie's shop. It's called Meta Studios NC because she lives in North Carolina. Kristie, how much are the blanks for the bracelets?
The blanks? Gosh, yeah. I haven't even for these for the class. God, I guess just however much to ship them. Let's say
no, but I mean, if somebody that's watching this replay wants to come back and they didn't take the class, but they would really like to like follow along on something on your channel, but they want to go to your shop. So do you sell them? Or I don't know. I've seen the ones that you have for bigger things, but I haven't seen the small ones in your shop.
Yeah, so I have like necklace kits in the shop right now. What I would do with these, I would probably do just like I do the necklace.
Okay.
Put 3 in a pack, put some cording in a pack. And then I think like 3 with the cord, it was $10 and free shipping.
Okay, perfect. So for anybody that say just doesn't want to take the class, but wants to try out making mandalas, and you follow Kristie, make sure you, first of all, you have to subscribe to her channel. And will somebody put Kristie's channel into the chat? And go over to her Etsy shop and buy the blanks. And then you can follow along. She does have a lot of really cool things that she makes all kinds of beautiful mandala things. So you could, if this is an interest for you, because it's pretty fun, pretty soon.
I have fun with it. The problem is now as I'm learning how to do so many different things that I mean, when you told me to come on StreamYard, I'm like, my desk looks like a hot mess. So
well, I'm excited to take it. I'm excited to take it for a couple reasons. Like every year I make handmade things for my family. So my kids are old now, you guys. I've made them everything you can possibly imagine, pajamas and jewelry and handbags and Christmas stockings and Christmas ornaments. And so this is going to be really fun for me this year. I'm going to tackle my Christmas list by making some bracelets and learning how, hopefully mine will come out good enough to give as a gift. Okay.
I think they'll be beautiful.
I want to try collaging or doodling on some.
That would be cool. I'm wanting to see what Jean's going to do with it. And to make these, just to give you kind of a preview, if you go like to Lowe's and you can get those little 5-pound boxes of, you know, the really fine concrete that you use to fill in cracks. Mm-hmm. So you need that. You need 2 of the, you know, the garment pins, the bulb pins. And I'm going to show you. This mold is very sophisticated. Okay, that's the only thing. This is high-tech stuff here. Let me go grab it.
Honestly,
I'm with you, Kathy.
I'm with Jean and Kathy. Let Kristie do the work.
Well, I say that. I'm talking a big talk, and now I can't find it.
It's all good. It's all good. So for those of you guys that are just joining us now, what we're talking about is we had a wonderful auction this past Saturday for the Disabled Artists Foundation. And for those of you that don't know about this group, it's a 501c3 started by a lovely woman named Carolyn Hart. And we supply this. I say we because I volunteer, but basically I don't do half. I do like a tiny smidgen of nothing compared to the work that Jean and Care and other volunteers do. Every month we supply artists that are disabled with art supplies. And right now we're sending out 75 kits a month or more to the artists. So the auction we had goes to support buying of the supplies and the postage. And if you can even just fathom just sending out 70 of anything, and it's not one thing, because if you've ever gotten a kit from them or even seen any of the kits that they sell or their angel bags and things like that that go to support, there is a lot of love and work that goes into each and every one. So this month we did a virtual auction because, you know, it was like a time of the year, especially with our elections coming up here in America for those that are international. Cara didn't want to jam the mail up with any extra if we could help it. So this month we did a virtual auction. We sold classes, we sold digital kits, and we auctioned off Etsy shop gift certificates. So what we're showing you today is what's left, or I should say the unlimited parts, because there were finite parts where you could do a one-on-one. In fact, Lisa's right here. Lisa from My Eclectic Life. Lisa, I want to take a workshop with you, so I hope you offer it again. And there's lots of people here in the chat today that offered their classes and their services. It's such a great way to give back to our community. It's such a great way to be part of this artistic community. You know, so Kristie's showing you, she and Jean are doing a collaborative class. Is it called Mandala bracelets? What's it called exactly, Jean?
I think it's Mandala macrame bracelet.
Okay, so if anybody's interested in Mandala macrame bracelet, you can email Care, her name is Care, at help@disabledartist.org and receive, find the information out for the dates of the class, the cost of the class, and put your name on the list for the kit. There's some unlimited classes, meaning they're going to be unlimited and you can have access to them for the unlimited future. And those classes are also still available. One of them is Doodle Days with Jean Peter. Canvas, Midori, is it called Journal?
Yeah, Canvas collaged. Just a minute. I get to the exact words here.
Hi, Susie. How are you? Hi, Janet.
Collage Canvas Midori Style Journal.
Collage Canvas Midori Style Journal with Jean Peter. That's an unlimited one. Susie Bratu, who's right here with us, she's giving an American Sign Language course and class in this, and I'm excited to take that as well. I'm doing one called The Giving Book, and it's $5 and it's unlimited, and you could do it with doing such a super simple way that I make handmade journals or give handmade gift books that contain goodies in it. And you have the supplies already in your own home. It's not something you have to go out and buy. That's a $5 class. I'm just trying to see what the other classes are that are still available. Kristie, pipe in anytime you're there. You can show us whatever you want.
Oh, yeah. So this mold, again, this is high-tech stuff. That's the mold. Seriously.
We have a little bit of a lag. We have a lag from the mold. Oh, it's awesome. It's a paint palette.
Yep.
So that's the mold. Nice.
Well paint palette from the Dollar Tree. And these garnet pens and some expansion concrete. And you can make necklaces and bracelets.
Oh, that's awesome.
So,
well,
yep.
I have to be honest. I'm a little bit like Jean and Kathy. Sorry, we want you to do the work. I just can't even begin to. I can't can't add one more. I want to participate in the class. I can't even imagine adding one more thing that I might fail at making to make it do. You know what I mean?
It'll be, well, at least it'll be fun to see how it's done. And then when you start, what happened with me was I started looking at some of the molds that I was using to make soap, and I was like, wait a minute, I could put concrete in there and I could make my own rocks. And then it was just like, boom, you know, it was all done.
I love that. I love that.
But yeah, it's super easy. So like I said, message me on Etsy, you know, if a point in time comes that you need more of these. If you're a artist and it's later on and you decide you want to try it, please message me. Again, if you're a artist, do not purchase from my store. Let me know, please, so I can get it to you. I don't want you paying for them. So okay.
Kristie, Lisa has a question. Just so you guys know, they're watching via StreamYard. They're not watching via YouTube, so they do not see your comments. Only I do. So Lisa's asking, could you use plaster instead of concrete?
I've heard of some people, yes, using plaster instead of concrete. There's the mix that I use for a lot of my stones is called Ultra Cal 90. And I believe that's like a 90-10 mix of plaster and concrete. And I use that for the stones. For stuff like that I make for my shop, I just use plain concrete. It doesn't look as like that pretty white when I ship it out, but if I drop this, it won't crack. So that's kind of the difference. If you use plaster, make sure that you put, you know, a good base coat and a good sealant on it, you know, and it should be absolutely fine. Ultra Cal holds up really good. But if it's something like the, you know, like the plaster that Allie would use at school, it may not hold up the way you want it to. So I would at least get something that was kind of a blend.
Okay, I want to tell you guys what classes are available as unlimited, okay? Oh, one of them is Judy. Oh my gosh, Judy and doll making. If you guys don't know Judy Kristie, she makes the most beautiful dolls. And she's an intuitive doll maker, and her class is available unlimited, meaning there's no cap on the amount of people that can take it. The Mandala bracelet that Kristie and Jean, it does have a limited quantity, but larger than, say, like what a few of the other ones do. Jean Peter Doodle Days is unlimited. Oh, for any of you that would like to really understand about how to transition from play to having your craft as a business, Care Heart is giving some overview on that, and that's an unlimited class for $5. Let's see. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to scroll, and I'll come back and read your chat in a minute. I can't do all of it at once. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. Let's see. Type in if I've missed. I'm looking. Oh, I'm giving. Oh, this is kind of good for those of you that come to my regular live streams. I'm doing a meditation energy work group session, and it will be in a live Facebook group because Jean set one up for me. Thank you, Jean. And I'm going to do it for 3 months, and it's $5. So you'll get 12 meditations and energy sessions live with me. So it's once a week in this group for $5. And I can guarantee you it'll be worth all of it. All of us need this right now, just getting our zen on.
Yeah.
Jean, pipe in if I've missed other things. I'm sure I have. I'm just trying to.
I just wanted to say there is a post in the Hardest group, and there is a post in Cares Angels that tell you all of the classes that are left. So you're welcome to do that. And go in there and see. Everything is listed. There's
awesome. So Laura, the Jersey crafter. Yes, Jersey. So for you guys, don't we all love Jersey? We can never get enough of Jersey. We love you, Jersey. She's doing the farm party, and she is doing Zoom classes of the farm party. And if you want to sign up for that, she's extended and opened the class up to more people. So if you head on over, and let me put the email back in here again. Let's see. You're going to email Care, and it's help@thisartist.org if you're interested, and you could join the farm party. Okay. and let her know. And which is the open group? Is it Cares Heart? What is it? Which is the group that I can put? Which is the
anyone that wants to be an angel, wants to see what's going on. Hardest is mostly hardest, but not totally. And we do that just so that there's a little bit more what's the word?
Anonymity. So I don't know if I can find that. And there's Selena. Say hi, everybody. Say hi to Selena from Amore Fabric. She donated so many things, and I have to confess, I was a pig and I bought a bunch of them, and I'm sorry that I apologize to you in advance. I know how to sew. I was cheating. I wanted her to help me on my Christmas quilt that I'm going to make for one of my kids, which is going to be out of t-shirts. I'm a pig. I was like, oh darn, because I got up for the 5 seconds and I missed the bid, and I was like, and then I was like, well, so I cheated. So Anne, if you want me to teach you how to work, use your sewing machine, I'll happily do it. I can show you how to use your sewing machine. I, on the other hand, have never sewn a t-shirt quilt, and I'm sure it comes with a little bit more. Do you know what I mean? Than just like, yeah. I'm looking up to see if I can find the Facebook group, if anybody can put it in there. And I'm going to open the StreamYard up. Gina, Kristie, what are you making? Oh, you're making your bags for your shop.
Yes, and I was going to say too, everything that I know about needle, thread, and sewing, I have learned from Selena. Every bit. Every single bit.
I know, right? She's so fabulous. And she has a fabulous shop on Etsy, which I have to tell you, I have to look away until I know if we're moving or not. I should not buy anything else. It'll just be that much more I have to take with me, right? Let me see if I can find. Is it called Cares Angels? Is what you told me it's called, right? Okay, let me see. I know I'm a member, but I just don't. Okay. All right, here is the Facebook group. Let me put it in the chat, and then I'm going to put us all back on StreamYard. And we love you, Selena. She's got such a unique collection of stuff in her Etsy shop. It's so worth a look over there. Look, Jean's all working. Okay, let's see. How do I do this? Guys, I really should do a tutorial. I should really read about how you do your things on StreamYard. I don't know if there's any spots left in my tag book class, but I decided today. So guys, I've made 1,005,000 tag books. I don't know if you guys have, but I have. So today, instead of doing 2 tag books, we're going to be doing 3 tag books in my class, because I found one that I had made 5 years ago as I'm cleaning up my stash that I think everybody would love. So we're going to make one out of an altered book. We're going to make one out of a tag, and then we're going to make a tiny mini one that is 2 inches by 2 inches. Super fun. Jean, what kind of mold do you have there?
This is the mold I was saying that I had the poop emoji.
Oh my gosh.
It came in, it was this one, and there's 1, 2, 3, 16. And then there's another one. There's 16 of these.
You could make poop emoji cupcakes.
Or candies. And there's everyone. There's crying, there's laughing, there's tongue, there's angry, surprised, wondering.
And poop.
And poop. And total ticked off.
Oh my gosh. If my daughter hasn't she cleaned out her room. She's in that 14-year-old. I want nothing, but she kept a lot of stuff. But if I can find it, Bittleson, I'll mail it to you. She had one year for Halloween a poop emoji hat. It's like a big poop that you wear on your head. If I find it, I'll mail it to you. She packed all her stuff up in bags. If I still have it, I'll mail it to you. I don't know where it came from. One of her sisters got it.
I've got a poop emoji mask I could wear that with.
Well, I think my oldest daughter got it for her when she was in Japan because poop emojis are big there. And yeah, she's decided. Yeah, amongst all the other things that we're doing at my house, we we had to. Our 14-year-old decided that she wanted her room completely redone. So in the middle of everything, I'm doing that too.
Oh gosh.
I know, right?
Mary Lou asked a question. Shelley, will you be sending us a list of materials for your class?
Yes, Care will be emailing all of that out to you relatively soon, in the next couple of days. And I can just tell you really quick for the tag book class, you just need, and I will send you a template for the tags and for the little tiny mini. I have to draw it today, but the little tiny mini book template. You'll just need to make tags out of anything. And you know me, I'm making mine out of cereal boxes, magazine pages, whatever you have. But I'll send you a template of the sizes of the ones that I have. And you'll need a book, a small book. It doesn't, any size book, because you can do it. You can make as many pages as you want. I'll tell you the origin of this silly tag book class. So when my daughter that's 14 was 6 years old in the first grade, one of the moms said, will you do a project with all the kids as a gift for the teacher? And we had collected money. And in public school here, it's a little different. So they don't really give you the time to do it in class. And so I was sending the stuff home with the kids. And what came to me was it was too much to try and get their artwork to bind in a book or whatever. So I sent them all with tags. I made all of these tags out of anything I could find, cardstock, file folders, any, thicker than paper. And I sent them home with the kids. And the kids could draw on them, collage on them. They did a self-portrait. Many of them did all kinds of things. And then they gave them back to me. And then I thought, okay, what am I going to do with them? So that's how this tag book was born. It was born out of that, like a way to present that to the teacher. And so it's so simple. Anybody can do it. You really have little or no, you don't have to have any crazy supplies. So that's how it initially came. The small 2-inch one I made for a friend's baby shower. I made all these small, like little table favors, and people could write on the tags as they sat at the table. And then the books were so small, we put them in a little time capsule box that people, she could open up when her child was 1, or, and people wrote really fun things to her baby, like, what a funny anecdote about their mom, or, some cherished memory they wanted to share. So that's how the small one came about. And the other one is just me and my ridiculousness. I don't know why I'm obsessed with tags, but I am. Anybody else out there obsessed with tags?
Say that again, Shelley. You broke up.
Anybody else out there obsessed with tags?
Yeah. Raise your hand, Jersey. It's okay. You're safe here.
I want to add a little bit. If you don't get the information you want on a class right away, I'm going to probably be the one who adds you into the classes. Shelley, you can put your tag pattern templates as a PDF to be downloaded in the Facebook group if you want.
Oh, that's good.
The dog class already has that in there. And I should be able to access everyone, getting everyone into a Facebook group. And I know I have a sheet for every one of my classes with a slight detail of what's in the class and a supply list. I have supplies listed that I use, and supplies, use what you have, but I want you to know what I'm using so that if you have that and that's what you want to use. But just because I listed it, the way I work, I might not even use those things either. So, but you will have all the information you need.
Oh, that's so awesome. So Jersey's saying she's going to give a farm tour in her class, which is so awesome. Because why? Because Dorinda requested it. Okay. So we are all going to get to see your farm. And I have to say, I'm super excited about that. And I will happily teach you how to use your sewing machine. Please email me. I will lovingly teach you how. As many lessons as you need, because sometimes it takes more than one. Let's see. I'm missing all the chat. Let's see. Janet says, wow, she can never get her fabric to come out like that. Kristie, what you're doing.
No. You have to cut off the tip, but then once it starts coming out, you got to make sure you get that lid on fast or you'll have a hot mess.
Oh, please. I've had so many hot messes, I can't even tell you. Hi, Barb.
I do have a list right here with me to give you dates on all the classes if you want.
Oh, please go ahead. But before you do, does anybody see if Tanya came back in? I can't. And I apologize, you guys. If you've never done a live stream, it is so difficult to read the chat and do other things. And for me, since they're mostly looking via StreamYard, they don't see the chat the way you can only see the chat when you're the moderator on StreamYard, unless you have the paid version, I think, right? Right?
I see it on StreamYard.
So
I'm trying to watch it on my phone.
Yeah, we're not trying to neglect anyone. So please, please don't feel like that. We love you guys and we're here for you. Hi, Bonnie. And I'm sorry that, if I missed you. And I know I saw Tanya say nobody saw her, but I didn't see her till after she said she was going to reboot and I haven't seen her back again. So if you see her, tell her we see her.
And I'm going to do a selfish plug. If you haven't subscribed, do. I'm just so close to 1,000 and there's so many more things I can do when I get there. And yeah, so I'm begging. Actually, my goal is to hit 1,000 by the end of the year, and I am about 200 short. So, I don't know if it's doable, but yeah, I do a lot of things for Defy, but I do a lot of things for my own on there. So, what pins do I use? This is actually my favorite pin, and I think it's still here. This is Optimus Fine Point Pin. They're not easy to find. They're at Dollar Tree.
What are they? Can you hold? Let me see if I can put the thing right on you. Just give me a second. Okay, let's see. All right. See, yeah, there we go. It's called Optimus. Okay.
Like Optimus Prime?
Yeah.
They're
Optimus, and they're at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, there's 2 packs. They're black, and they got all of this is in silver. So, I don't know about y'all, but I kind of am a sight shopper sometimes. They didn't have them for a long time, and I was desperate. And the brand is, the packaging says INC. They are not waterproof, but they really are a great doodle pin. I don't know if you can really see that or not. Now, when I am writing on the canvas, I probably will use paint pens. And I know, if my theory on pens, if there's going to be watercolor markers, then I'm going to use a permanent. But if I know there's not going to be any color or watercolor or whatever on it, then I use whatever I'm happy with. And I also like the flare. I like those a lot.
So I just want to tell you guys a couple things. So Jean, how many subbies do you have to your channel? I can't see while I'm on this, but how many do you have on?
I'm checking because lately it's changed a lot.
So let me just tell you guys a couple things that YouTube's doing. So if you have never been or experienced this, so if you subscribe to somebody and you don't watch a video, YouTube may retract your subscription. Don't ask me why. It's their algorithm. So when you subscribe to somebody, click on one of their videos and just let it play all the way through. That way the subscriber you'll stay subscribed. They're also unsubscribing you to some of the people. Like I was unsubscribed to somebody I've been subscribed to for 5 years and I had no idea. I just thought she wasn't making videos. And I went back and I was like, man, she's been making videos and I've been missing it. So you got to check. I don't know what their dealio is, but
I'm at 795.
Okay, so Jean has 795 subscribers. How many of you guys in the chat are subscribed to her? We have 47 people in the stream right now. Head on over. What are you at? 5 what? Say it again. 7 what?
795.
795. Okay.
I don't know what I'm going to do when I hit 1,000, but I promise I'm going to do something.
Sharon's already subscribed. Oh, Sharon, I'm taking your class. I'm so excited.
I am too.
I'm taking Sharon's jelly printing class.
I am too. I'm jelly print, but I want to jelly print with somebody else being the teacher.
I know. I want to do it with Lisa too. I was like, darn, you guys yesterday, the auction day was like, I can't even tell you. You're subscribed already? So while we're in the chat for the next, like, say 5-10 minutes, if we can get Jane to 805 subscribers, it's only 10 more in the next 5 to 10 minutes while we're here, I will do a giveaway and give you guys something that I've made. Hopefully I'll have something close by. Because I've been cleaning up.
And I don't use my other account and subscribe, so I'm counted.
What did you say?
Nothing.
You're so bad.
I am. I'm terrible.
Let me see if I can. And no, it's been, you guys, it's been a crazy, the pandemic has been wonderful and horrible for me all at once. Okay. Wonderful from the fact that I get to be with my kid more and I'm not, running around like a crazy fool like I usually do. Horrible from the fact that I'm faced with my mess that I have to go through and let go of. And that I'm missing, I'm so preoccupied with whatever, I'm missing all the other things that How about you guys? Same here. And I suck at 8th grade. Okay, if you guys don't know that about me now, I suck at 8th grade.
Okay, Shelley?
Yes.
Shelley?
I'm here. Yes.
So you're doing a giveaway at 8:10?
Yep.
Okay. May I respectfully raise you to 8:15 and also add something to the giveaway?
Absolutely. Okay, let's get people to 8:15. Come on, we got to get Jean to 8:15. You guys don't understand. If you don't have 1,000 subscribers, you cannot use your community tab. You also cannot stream without a streaming aid on YouTube, which, can I tell you, when I started, I think you only needed 100 subscribers to be able to stream. And that may not mean a lot to any of you that don't stream, but for someone like Jean and someone like Kristie and someone like Kim who do so much for the community, being able to stream is a big plus. So
how do you want to do this, Shelley? Do you want her, because sometimes you don't always see like who is number 810 or 815. Do you want to do
no, we'll just do it. We'll do a random draw, and for whoever's in the box, whatever fibs are in the box, we'll do a random draw and we'll do the giveaway there. You know what I'm saying? So it's for the people in the chat, the giveaway is, because they're the ones that are going to subscribe. And here is Jean's channel. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get it, but yeah, see, it's like for me, live streaming I didn't even know about live streaming. Okay. This is what happened to me. I have a daughter that's so techie, and I was making these YouTube videos. I had a friend who had a Facebook group, and she was like, can you please help me make some videos? Because she was a amazing paper crafter, but she didn't make trash art like I do. So she was like, I think that your trash art is less intimidating than my perfect paper art, so will you make videos? I'm like, sure, why not? Okay, I'll do my best. And one day I'm trying to make the video and I'm having something, and my oldest daughter says, Mom, why don't you just do a live stream? It's so much easier. Like, I was trying to do like a video response. And anyway, that was a whole other thing. So my daughter just goes, here it is, Mom. Here's the live. And I was like, oh my God, I'm on live. Like, what do I do? And people showed up. I was like, oh, there's people here. You know, like, so for me, it was like, because my daughter was pushy, you know, she was like, and so that's how I started. But now I think it's become such an integral part for organizations like Defy, or even artists, just for people to hear their voice in a live stream and interact with you. You know, it's just important. Hi, Malia. So how many, what are we up to? Can somebody give me the subscriber count?
803.
803. 12 more. Come on, you guys. 12 more. 12 more. 12 more. You guys can do it. I know it. 12 more.
So now this, if it does happen to be, if we draw for someone that's international, this is one heavy sucker. So if it is international, I will probably do a journal pouch, just because a girl is not rich, but.
No, but also too, internationally, that is heavy. How much does it weigh, Kristie?
When you put it in the package and everything, it's right at over a pound.
So Tammy's pointing out something super important. She says, you have to stream from a computer until you've reached 1,000 people. People ask me how I do coffee dyed papers, and I can't show them until I can stream remote. She means like streaming from her phone or from another device.
I totally forgot about that, because my resting paper is done outside. So I am very probably going to have to, I had thought about doing it. I'm going to have to do it through StreamYard, because I have to do it through my phone, because I'm not taking my computer out there.
Right, I hear you. So Tammy says, once you reach 1,000 subscribers, Jane, you're going to be set free.
Yay!
So Barb says,
come over and we can play together, Tammy.
I can't wait till the world opens up and I can come and visit you guys. It's on my crafty, you know how like you have things that you want to do like in your life. You just, one of mine, and this is going to sound so silly, but I would like to take like a trip, like a road trip, and go craft with all my favorite peeps.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
I mean, I would just love it. I know that's like so silly, but it's like, that's on my bucket list. So when we're all set free from this.
I'm not shy. So I am shy, but not with people I know. So why don't you just get a big bus, take out most of the seats, put in some cots, and we'll just make it a traveling crafting show or something. I don't know.
I would love to come. You have no idea. You know what makes me so upset, Bittleson, is my sister used to live in Mooresville, and I used to go to visit her once a year.
Oh, wow.
And she just moved during.
You were literally 2 minutes from me.
Well, that's where she still has a house there, but her husband just got transferred to to the Northern California area. So I know, right? But yeah, I would love to come to Florida. Yeah, it is. Florida. I have to come to Florida because Kara's in Florida, Dana's in Florida, and there's so many Miss Kathy's in Florida, Kim's in Florida. Who else is in Florida? Carla Caged Fish, who I love, is in Florida. Oh, you know what, Bonnie? I have been to Australia, and I love Australia. I was so fortunate many years ago to travel to Australia. I was there for like 6 or 7 weeks. It was amazing. Mary Lou says her boyfriend wants to live in a van. She told him she would if she could visit her crafty friends.
You know what? Any of my crafty friends who have a brewery in their town, I know my husband will take me.
Yes, Johnny's in Florida. Yes, Johnny. I have to go see Johnny. Doesn't Johnny have the most beautiful hands? I think between Johnny and Aaron, they have the most beautiful hands on YouTube. What do you guys think?
I would have to agree.
Right? Every time I see Johnny's hands, and I'm like, oh, look at how beautiful her hands are. And Aaron, too. Malia said Brian wants to live in a motorhome.
What's that?
Malia said Brian wants to live in a motorhome, but she needs one big enough for her craft supplies.
Hey, I'm saving up to get a Volkswagen bus. That's where I'm putting all my painting stuff in.
Cool. I'm just going to let him get whatever travel trailer he wants, but it has to be able to pull a U-Haul behind it.
You guys know, I have a friend that she travels around the country with her husband too in a small RV, and she made him do something similar. Okay, guys, we need 11 more subscribers. 11 more subscribers, and we will have hit 815. Come on, you guys. Come on, you crafty peeps in the box.
So, Gina, I have a question.
I have an answer.
How close are you to Fountain Hills, Arizona?
Probably, I mean, I don't even know where that is, but my brother lived in Phoenix, and I'm still 10 hours from him.
Oh.
I am in the armpit of New Mexico. You know how Texas does this and comes around? I'm right there. I am 4 miles from Texas.
Okay. Well, my goal is not for this year's, but there's a race in Arizona that I've been wanting to crew now for about 5 years. And it's called the Javelina 100. And I've heard it's quite the party, and I want to go. So my goal is to get there next year because I'll be able to start training in December. So
crew is in rowing crew?
What's
crew,
that?
Like rowing crew, like rowing crew?
No, it's like race crew. So where they have the aid stations, they have a 50K that I might do, but for the 100K, I want to be on the crew because that's when your big names come out there, like Myrna Valerio and, you know, people like that. And boy, I would go to Arizona for a chance to throw a Gatorade at them, you know?
I hear you.
I know that's big time fangirl, but like I wanted to do the one in Badwater just to see if I could see Dean Karnazes, you know? You wouldn't see him very long though. He's fast.
Kathy's saying she loves that paper. She loves your paper, Kristie.
Oh, this is a oh gosh, I can't remember if this is a Nick the Booksmith kit or a Tracy Fox, and I know that's terrible. This one is from a kit that Johnny told me about. It's a mindfulness journal kit. And Shelley, it's kind of your fault. I just got hit with some inspiration during the auction that I am making a journal for my mom. And so they've got her into journaling to kind of, you know, help with stuff. And so I'm making her a writing journal.
That's so awesome. That's so awesome. So can somebody give me the update on Jean's channel? How many more people are there? We need to know. Like exciting, inquiring minds want to know.
804.
804. Come on, you guys. We need 11 more people. How many fibs are in the box? I can't see. That's a bad thing when you have a bunch of things open. Like, yeah. I think the next thing I'm going to do is get myself like a monitor instead of, because I stream through my my Mac. My stream.
Cool.
Hi, Barb. You know what? My stream got lost on Friday because I was in that live stream. You know what? I had to just like let it go because this is Jean's channel. You guys, if you're not subscribed, I had to let it go because I think what it was is we were streaming. I think it was like 2 o'clock my time, and the school was still in. And I think because I live, you know, my daughter's online, and then her friend, the kid that lives behind us is online, and I think just it's all good. But I did do a splice together video. I finished the project and did a splice together video. So I'm happy to see you guys too.
Talking about fangirl, Kristie.
Talking about what?
Fangirl?
Yeah.
Okay. So hubby and I decided to take a road trip, which used to be nothing in common. And we went to Taos through Santa Fe, took the long route, and Seth after was teaching at the stamp store in Santa Fe, so I had to go to the bathroom just so I could see him.
Are you serious?
Yep, I talked to him and he joked with me, and it was so cool.
You didn't get to take class with him?
No, because it had already started and it was a 2-day class. We weren't going to be there long enough. So yeah, that part was disappointing, but the rest of it was pretty cool.
Oh man, that is awesome.
Yeah, I was thrilled. I was pretty thrilled. My husband thought I was crazy.
I gotta know, did you like stutter or like,
No, I walked in and I looked over there and I said, I know who you are. 13-year-old girl. So, but it was all good. Everybody else was friendly. It was pretty cool.
That sounds like fun.
It really was. I was pretty excited.
I think that's awesome.
I got to see a violinist live one time that I have just absolutely loved all my life, and I just completely lost control of myself. Now, this was before I met Ken, but I might have yelled, "Marry me, David," in German, and he's German. And God bless me, because I was like in the second row, and he looked down, he said, "Oh, you're too young for me." And I'm just like, "Oh, I'm going to faint. I'm going to faint straight up right here." But he did give me a hair from one of his bows.
Awesome.
So, and yes, I still have it.
Aw. I don't know who I've ever felt like that about. But Katharine Hepburn. I'll tell you my Katharine Hepburn story. So I was in college in New York City, and I went to art school and for theater. I told you my mom was a dancer and all that stuff. And so I was working in the office, and they said, we need you to go. Would you mind delivering a package to somebody? It was on my way home. And I said, oh, no problem. And they go, but you have to wait for an answer. And I'm like, okay, I'll wait for an answer. Well, it might not, you might have to wait a while. I'm like, okay, I was like, whatever. So, cause I worked in what is it called where they give funding? What is it called? Oh my gosh. I had to sit, in the college where they give funding, where you get money. Development office. Sorry, my head couldn't think of what it's called. So I'm there, and they give me this package, and I went to school in New York City. So I go to this beautiful brownstone on the Upper West Side, and I am, waiting. I knock on the door, and this woman opens the door, and it's Katharine Hepburn. You guys, my mouth, my face, I was so shocked. I probably had this look. I probably scared the hell out of her, because I had this look of like, I could hardly speak. And she goes, well, come in. I was like, Katharine Hepburn's house? I was like beside myself. My palms started sweating. I was like, oh my God. And then they didn't tell me that's where I was going. Okay.
That is the best impression of Katharine Hepburn I have ever heard.
Anyway, so it was like, so I sat down, and her assistant was so sweet. I can't remember her name, but she was like, would you like to have a cup of tea with Miss Hepburn? And I was like, you guys, I started crying. Like, tears are rolling down. Like, have you ever had that moment where you're like uncontrollable? I don't know whether it was anxiety or what, that tears are streaming down my face, and I couldn't say anything. She goes, I'm going to take your silence as a yes. I was like, oh, wow. And so I actually got to sit there. She was reading through, they were naming a theater that the school had. They were renaming it the Spencer Tracy Katharine Hepburn Theater. And I guess I didn't know this, but in his will, even though they were not married, any of the royalties or different things that went to do with his name, or any nonprofit thing that had to go with his name, the approval had to be through her. And so I had no idea what I was doing. So I sat there, and she just talked about, she had a beautiful little dog, and she talked about her dog in her garden. And, you know, I don't even know if I even drank the tea. I think I was so nervous. And I was there for like at least probably an hour, because she had to read through these contracts, and it was so sweet. And when I left, she just said to me, "Have a glorious life." And I thought, what a meaningful thing to say to a young woman, right?
Wow.
Like, have a glory, like you're somebody who can make an impact on anyone. Have a glory. I wish you a glorious life. Have a glorious life. I was like, I think I walked on cloud 9, and then the next day, of course, like had my own. So I definitely was like, that was a fangirl moment for me.
Wow.
Bye,
Right?
Bonnie.
Who's leaving? I'm sorry, I'm not reading that.
Everybody's saying bye, Bonnie.
Bye, Bonnie. We love you, Bonnie. We love you, Bonnie. I know, right? It was a wow moment for me. Even talking about it now makes my eyes tear up. And I was young. I was about 17 or 18.
Gosh.
That was crazy. I have weird stories like that. You know, like one time, the other one I was in an elevator once. It was kind of a sad story, but at the same time, a good story. I was in an elevator once with, and I was helping a friend clean out. His mother had died. And in the Jewish religion, you wait a year. You cover everything over and you leave everything stagnant for a year. So I was helping him clean out his apartment, and he was having a hard time, you know, and so his mother's apartment. So I said, I'm going to go get us a coffee. So I go down to get us a coffee, and I come back up in the elevator. I'm in the elevator with James Earl Jones. And can I tell you, he is so beautiful. He is so beautiful in person. He has the most beautiful luminescent skin and and he's a very tall man. He's a very, very, and you know, it's nothing like being in the elevator with Darth Vader, who goes, "Hello," you know. you're like, oh my God, and by myself, and I couldn't say anything. I was just like, and he says, "Hello," "Hello, my name is James," and I said, "Hi, I'm Shelley." You know, it's like, and then it was very sweet. I probably looked as shocked as when I saw Katharine Hepburn, you know. But those are some of my fan people moments. You know, you don't ever really think about it till you're coming face to face with them, and then you're just like tongue tied, right?
Yeah.
Well, I got to meet Wayne Newton.
Oh, I love Wayne Newton.
And had my picture taken with him. And when it came our turn to walk up there, I said, "Is that really him, or is that a statue?" Because I would have guessed that it was a stuffed statue or something. I mean, it was crazy, but it's okay. I still got to meet him, whether or not he looked good or not.
He has had a lot of plastic surgery, or the last time I saw pictures of him. So if you guys haven't gone over and subscribed to Jean's channel, please do. Please, please do. And I put the link to her channel in the description box below. I mean, in the chat.
Where are we at?
I don't know yet. I have to keep refreshing. But see, the problem with YouTube is this, and maybe we'll have to come back and do another live later on this week, because sometimes they don't add your subscribers like until later. Do you know what I mean? So I
went backwards, 803.
Oh no. All right. That's not funny. But
What?
it could have been YouTube. It could have been YouTube taking it away from you, not necessarily the people, because they won't. If you have, if somebody has a bogus channel that subscribes to you, they take that away. You know, if they don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we have 40 fibs in the box. Come on, peeps.
Hello, Miss Care.
Hi, Care Heart. How are you? How are you? How are you? And thank you for such a wonderful auction. Hi, Miss L. Yeah, L says YouTube is so finicky. They go up and down as much as your moods. Oh, girl. I watched your ramble. Oh, first of all, I have to say, I always love your journals. If you guys haven't seen Elizabeth's journals, her channel is called Never Hopeless by Elizabeth. She makes the coolest journals. And she tries to journal every day, which you guys, I don't do. There was a time in my life I did, then I had children, and that all went to hell in a handbag. So, yeah. So, but I loved your ramble, and I loved all the stickers and cool things you got. Elle got these stickers from Brooks, and you know, you guys, I should just like not even watch channels because it just makes me want to get more things, and then I have to do it, you know. You're not getting notifications. You know what, Joni? I didn't get any notifications. Stacy from Pink Pool Crafters was doing a live auction yesterday, and I've been subscribed to her for as long as I've been on YouTube, and I got 0 notifications. If I hadn't been online, I wouldn't have seen it. So I don't understand. I don't, and I've clicked to let me know, or how do you do it when you go all notifications or something like that? So right now, Kristie and I are sponsoring a giveaway. If you guys go over and subscribe to Jean's channel, she needs to get to 1,000, and at the moment she's at 803. So it would be awesome if you guys went on over and subscribed to her. And if we don't hit our 815 by the end of our stream here, I'll try to come back on during the week, and we'll do it again. I know Elizabeth's already subscribed to you, and Kara's saying hi all around. Kathy says she doesn't get her notifications either. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I
don't get email ones, but I get messages all the time. Everybody that I've clicked and made the bell blue or brown or whatever color it is, yeah, I get them. I just don't get them in the email anymore.
I get some in an email, but not. You know what's weird is I'll get like random ones in an email for people that I, you know, like, so my hottie follows this guy on YouTube named Chris Harriet, and he's a workout thing. And for my hottie's birthday, I wanted to get him some. He sells a weight vest. I mean, this is like probably TMI, but he sells a weight vest. And so he says, you know, he ran out of them because they have them specially made or whatever. I don't know, because I'm not into that, but whatever. So I subscribed to his channel. I never watch one of his videos. I get his notifications. And I've only subscribed to him so that I could find out when he had the weight vest back, you know? And I get all of his notifications. I've never watched one of his videos, at least on my channel. Trust me, I've seen him on my hottie's channel. Okay.
That irony is hilarious. And I've got a playlist for Allie, and I see every single Miss Booksy and Crafty Carol and Cool School. Oh, dear God. It's really bad.
So Kathy's saying, Jane, come on and give us a Thursday and come on with her, and they'll keep driving the bus for your channel so that you get to 1,000. Mary Lou, I'm convinced that there's a conspiracy in the craft world to keep me from like seeing the channels I want to see and only seeing things I've peripherally ever subscribed to. I get the weirdest, like, I don't know. For a while, my youngest daughter was using my YouTube channel like as her thing. So she likes to watch anime and ASMR and all these things. So I get all that, and how to make slime. I get all those notifications.
Is she on you about slime too?
Oh my God.
Have you done it?
Oh my God. We have millions and millions of containers of slime. Oh yeah, we have slime with things in it. Like I had to buy the little, I don't know, they feel like little styrofoam pieces. I'm telling you, I get anime, the bodybuilder guy, I get his things all the time. I get her slime videos, some ASMR slime videos. She also likes those makeup videos, you know, like when they do anime makeup, I get those.
Mm-hmm.
Everything but what I want.
Have you seen Science Mom and Math Dad?
I don't know if I have or not. I'm probably not. Are they good?
They're actually pretty tolerable. Yeah. I enjoy it.
So Kathy's
we learned
about
the other day.
You learned about what?
What floats and what doesn't, and things floating in salt water. And then we also learned the science of slime, but I still wasn't making it.
Well, I'll have to ask my daughter what her newest recipe is.
God.
I'm telling you, we've been through yeah. So Kara's saying she gets some weird things too. So Miss Kathy's saying, Jean, it doesn't have to be on a Thursday. It can be on any day.
Okie dokie.
You know, we have to. Janet says her young niece is into soap crushing on YouTube. I don't even know what that is. I probably don't even want to know what that is. Soap crushing.
Into what?
Soap crushing.
Well, my grandson has his own channel.
Cool.
He makes gaming videos. So my daughter had to, he uses Mom's, so she had to find a new one. So, because he kind of took over it.
Allie wants to make a channel like that so bad. I'm just like, nope, not yet, baby girl.
Oh, no, mine does too. That's what she said to me the other day. She's like, I want to be a YouTuber. And I said, no, not right now. I told her she could craft with me, and if she wants to craft it, that's not what she wants to do. She wants to, I don't know, maybe she'll make slime. I have no idea.
You know, as soon as you graduate from the Air Force Academy, you can have as many channels as you want, darling.
Oh my gosh.
Well, my son was over Saturday. We had a big picnic, and he was like, seeing all my equipment, and he's like, do you stream? I said, yeah. Well, I didn't know that. I said, well, come around more often.
Okay. And Kathy, I think I'm going to use one of your Reader's Digest books for this journal. I got some Reader's Digest books from Miss Kathy from her Etsy shop.
Oh, that's nice. I got a bunch of stuff from Malia from her Etsy shop. Like, I need any more stuff, but it hasn't come yet. So as soon as it comes, I'll be all over it.
Oh, I got Allie a scavenger hunt book from her shop, and she loved it. Loved it. We had so much fun with it.
I seen her video on that.
Well, I got a beautiful glue book from Kristie, but I think I'm going to save it and give it to one of my girls. Kristie, your glue books are a little too beautiful for glue books.
Did you get the one with you got the one with the gel prints in it, didn't you?
Yes, and it has the Buddha and all that. It's so gorgeous. It's like so gorgeous.
Oh,
so gorgeous.
I like glue booking on painted papers. You have to have, I mean, you can't just use any glue to do it, but it's like your background's already there, you know? It's really fun.
Oh, I love it. It's like, it's too pretty. Do you know what I mean? It is too pretty.
You're going to make me fly out there and put a bottle of paint in your hand and make you just squirt it on the cover of that book.
Can I tell you something? Sometimes other people's things, like I just like the fact that somebody else made it and I don't want to mess with it. Is that terrible?
Nope, I understand totally.
No, I'm the same way. I just have to force myself to, especially if I don't want to do anything with it, I'll just like open it up to a page and finger paint on it. And then it's done. You know, it's now I can play. So, but I have one journal that I still haven't written in, and I hate it, but it's my favorite journal, and it's like one of these days. But it's a little golden book journal. I got it from Diane Shaw, and it's Grumpy Cat.
I love Diane Shaw. I love her voice.
Oh, yes.
Don't you love her voice?
It's very soothing.
Yeah. Ella thinks she completely understands like why you love other people's stuff.
But yeah.
Laura says she hoards other people's stuff. She's a crafty hoarder. Welcome to my world. But I'm trying to say I'm a craft collector. I think collector is a better word. Don't you?
I do, but my husband would say hoarder.
Can I tell you what my husband's do? Well, you guys, I live in sin. I'm not going to lie. I live in sin. My partner does. It's weird at my age to say boyfriend. Do you know what I mean? It's just weird. Anyway, so my hottie, he is taking, ready for this? Because we don't know. We don't know if we're going to move or not. It's kind of like up in the air. We're kind of waiting to see how his dad's doing. We're waiting to see if we can travel. Like they've kind of opened up Hawaii, but they've done it in a way that is not, it's absolutely undoable. Like if you travel. So it's like a whole other thing for us, not necessarily for people coming here, but for us. So he is taking, we got a storage because I said to him, let's take the stuff out that we think that we want to keep. And then let's take the stuff out that we, just trying to prepare ourselves so we're not at the last minute freaking out and then letting go and then throwing away stuff that we don't want to let go of or that would be, needs to find a better home. So we have an enormous bookshelf in our living room of esoteric books. And he's going through a pile of definite, if we leave, we're shipping, and a pile of if we stay here and don't move, that will keep. So a pile, if we're going to move, we're definitely going to ship it to ourselves. And then a pile, if we don't move, we're going to keep. And then a pile of we have to get rid of. Okay. So I was like, whatever works for you.
So organized. Does he realize that that's all just going to go to crap when you start moving?
Well, except that he's a rare book collector. That's how I know when I cut up the ones that are like really expensive. He tells me, but of course I'm getting better. But of course it hasn't been, yeah. Anyway, so it hasn't been, yeah. But that's all good. It's my life. It's so ridiculous. So ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. I love Reader's Digest. I love them a lot.
All right.
Kim, she's so sweet. She said, I never called it living in sin. I called it living in love. That's so awesome. Well, it's just weird. Like I started this job and when they asked me if I was married, I said, no, I have a partner, and I just kept saying I had a partner because I don't know how to describe it. It's like, at my age, I have a boyfriend. It's like, and we've been together for a long time. It's like weird. So the head of human resources pulled me aside one day and she said, it's okay that you're gay.
Well, good.
I said, well, I'm not. I said, well, I'm not gay, but I said, I'm glad to know it'd be okay with you if I was. And she just was like, and she goes, well, you keep saying your partner. I said, well, what am I supposed to call him? My boyfriend? I mean, no, she thought, and it's so funny though. It's like, yeah.
How long have you been
right,
together?
Elle? 10 years. We've known each other a lot longer. We've known each other probably 15 years, but we've been together 10.
See, in North Carolina, we call that common law.
And I don't know what they call that here, but it doesn't even matter. I just look at it this way. He's my person. I was married once for a very long time, and my ex-husband is lovely, but it's just the marriage thing. I'm golden without it, Kim says she's been married for 42 years.
Wow.
And Elle's telling me that's common law here. But Kim says they've been together 45 years.
We've been together we've been married for 40 years and been together for actually 41 years. We met October 3rd. And by Christmas time, we were telling everyone we were getting married. I got my ring on Valentine's Day, and then we were married in July.
Wow. That's super cool.
We wanted to just live together, but we didn't have a TV, so that's what my mom and dad were going to give us for a wedding present, and they wouldn't give it to us if we lived together, so...
Oh, Gene, that's hilarious.
I know.
You guys, I'm gonna pop a link in the channel in the chat right now. This is for our lovely Kim, who is Vintage Rose Creations by Kim, and she is doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and she's actually live right now. And she had let me know prior, and I did my own thing, not because I don't love her, because I do, and she makes beautiful crafts, but because you guys, I just fly by the seat of my pants. And, everybody can go live all the time with everybody. So if you guys wouldn't mind driving your bus over there just to say hi to her and check her out, check out what she's given away. She's got some really cool giveaway stuff. I mean, like nice giveaway stuff, not like my trash crafting, okay? So I put the link in the description box right there. And... You've been with your hubby 21 years, Carrie? Oh, that's awesome. So you guys head on over there to Kim's channel and tell her I said, Shelley sent me, please. The more support of all the channels, the more YouTube will take. You're right. So this is my thing. Okay, somebody wrote me, I got a message from somebody the other day, and she was upset at me, okay? And she was upset at me because I did a live stream when she was doing a live stream. Okay, newsflash, world. YouTube is for you. It is for you to do whatever you want to in your time. And I said, well, I'm sorry I offended you. And I said, I'm glad that you were live. And I feel like if I'm live, please go live. Everybody here, go live at the same time. Then YouTube will make a notice, because think about it. Gamers all go live at the same time, all the time, 24/7. And they are the highest paid ads on YouTube. The highest paid ads on YouTube. So if the crafting community starts to garner that kind of energy and that kind of, you know what I'm saying? Notice, then we will.
Yep.
And maybe we'll get to see ads for something besides Michael's.
Yeah, I still struggle. I don't understand the whole certain times that you can't. I mean, I don't know. It's just a culture that I can't get my head around.
Well, I think also too, in this community, we have to support each other in whatever way we can. And if making options for people to be available and know that they can come on and show whatever they have, awesome.
I agree.
Oh, Peggy, that was so funny.
What did Peggy say? I missed it.
Janet, I told hubby our marriage certificate expired at 40 years. We are now month to month. I think I'm going to use that one. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. That is so funny.
I love that.
I'm going to use that too, but I'm not married, but I love that whole thing though. So during the auction, I will just tell you, it's so ridiculous. So during the auction, I have been waiting. Oh my gosh. I have been waiting for like a week and a half for a phone call. And I got a message the morning of the auction that said, we will be calling you it's a conference call I've been waiting for from the Department of Ed regarding my daughter. We will call you at like, I don't know, 8 o'clock or something, between like 8 and 8:30. And I was like, are you kidding me? Well, yeah, but it's a whole long story, but that's for another day. Anyway, so I messaged Care and I said, oh my gosh, I have to draw. And that was going to be right around the time that I was supposed to be selling the lots. And I said, can you just cover for me? Because, you never know if you sit on hold for a half an hour, I didn't know how it would be. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it was one of those things. So that's why I missed a whole, there was like a section in there when I missed, because I would have bid on a whole bunch of stuff that I missed because I was on hold with the Department of Ed. But yeah. Kathy says her hubby tells everybody her license is only good for 48 hours. And she keeps telling him, tough luck. That was the only application he was stuck now. Oh my gosh, month to month. That is so perfect.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Hey guys, go on over to Kim's channel, chat in her chat, tell her you're here. I'm chatting over there too. I'm chatting about, see, because you got to love both people. I love my Jean Peter and I love my Kim, and we got to get into 1,000. We got to get to 1,000, but I'm subscribed to both of them and have been for a long time. So my subscription doesn't count. You know what I mean?
I'm not you can't. I don't understand. I don't see how you can do that, Care. I really don't.
What's Care doing?
She says she doesn't take a potty break through the whole auction.
Adrenaline.
I guess, because I know I can't do it.
He calls you the potty camel? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah, real life getting in the way of crafting is no bueno, girl. You're preaching to the choir. You guys, I missed like a whole year of crafting because I was working so much. And they called me to ask me if I wanted to go back to one of those jobs. I was like, I don't want to say no.
I was going to say, I hope you told them no in a real nice and polite but firm way.
No, but you can't when you're on unemployment. I just said I would entertain it if they wanted to send me a contract. Is that funny? Because I'm gonna call them out on it. Like they can't not give you your unemployment if you're negotiating a contract with somebody.
Right.
I haven't worked in so long, I don't even know for sure what it's like.
It's not fun. At least I always go into a job with enthusiasm, but it's always, especially living here on this island, it's always really comes down to customer service.
Mm-hmm.
And can I tell you, you kind of go numb when you talk to like 1,000 people in a day.
Yeah.
It's like I was not happy. Elle says, preach it, Debbie. She can't wait to retire again. Only 3 more quarters. But Elle, you did it for a good reason, because you love your daughter. Okay? Because you love your daughter. Oh, so she's showing, Kristie, she's showing your mandala necklace on Kim is.
Oh, yes, you
Or a
do
bracelet.
one for giveaway.
Yeah. She didn't ask me for anything. Maybe my trash craft isn't good enough.
Oh,
I'm kidding. You guys, my crafting is not for everybody, and I get it. I don't take it personally.
well, you know, they asked me here in North Carolina, they did like a survey or something a couple of months ago, and they said, have you called your previous employer to find out if they have hours for you now? And I said, I would much rather eat broken glass than to do so, and I don't mind being broke for not calling them. I said, but I would not work for that place if I was starving. So,
But you have a hard job. I mean, being a nurse is a hard job as it is, trying to take care of everybody.
but I've worked a lot of places, Shelley, and it wasn't the place, it was the manager, and I had no idea until it was all over. It was almost like a gaslighting kind of emotional, screwy, and these are cancer patients.
That's horrible. My mom passed of cancer.
I'm glad I don't know if I'll go back someday, but I mean, I'm not gonna, say never, but I'm enjoying some time doing this.
Can I tell you my hopefully she's not listening. My littlest one, the one that's 14, she sort of had a breakdown a couple days ago, and she was like, and I realized part of it's COVID, part of it's not being able to see her friends, part of it's not being, because they're not going back to school at all. It's just going to be remote. They're sort of trying to entertain that they might go in January, like one day a week, but I don't think it's even going to happen. Anyway, so she was like, she said this to me, and it was like, it choked me up. She said, Mom, you only have a few minutes with me and then I'll be married. So I'm glad you're home. And
wow.
I thought, oh my God. But I mean, she's looking at it from her sister that's 22 that just got married, right? And moving off. And I was just like, okay, that was like a heart wrencher. So no matter what I do after all this, I am going to really rethink what I, what I mean? My hours, how I put myself out there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have a question. It's been repeated like 3 or 4 times. I am putting the tape on this paper for a kit. They just need a little piece of tape, but I'm filling the sheets so that, they've got it. I don't have 50 rolls of masking tape, and I'm not going to cut the rolls in half, because then you got to, figure out how to take them off. But the kit, they're going to be using 2 little pieces of tape on, and so that's what I'm doing.
But for what? What kit is it for? The hardest, or is it
for the hardest? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just sitting here making kits, but I think I'm pretty close to done with pulling this tape. Your hands and wrists get kind of tired, repetitive.
Oh, yuck.
Carrie's agreeing with you as far as working at a place where she didn't really like it. Mm-hmm. So I want you guys to come back and tell me how many of you guys went over there and subscribed to Miss Kim's channel. She makes beautiful shabby chic things. You guys, I love the way shabby chic looks. Mine never comes out like that. I don't, it doesn't matter how hard I try. Mine doesn't come out. Does any of you guys have that?
Oh, yes.
I tried, I really painstakingly tried to do make a shabby chic thing. And I was like, okay. And I had beautiful lace. Somebody sent me beautiful lace. And I was like, I didn't get it.
Now, I try to do shabby chic, and it looks like flowers you get at a gas station. It's never good.
Well, I just think, Jane, have you done shabby chic? I bet you do it well. You do everything well, so it's kind of
I have done a little bit, but I either want it grungy or bright and full of color, or a cross between the two.
Yeah, I don't know what I want.
My favorite is color, but I want it different than just color, you know? I don't know how to explain it.
Okay, Kim's giving the guidelines for her giveaway, and she's when she hits 1,000 subscribers. And if you guys, I go back and watch her videos, she's like got some crazy prizes in there. That's crazy. She's got some good prizes.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might have to get off and go over there and see. I might be missing something, you know?
Well, you can go and come back. Me and Kristie will hang out.
Okay, I need opinion.
Okay, wait. Let me put it on you. Hold on. Let me get it on. Let me. It's StreamYard.
Oops. Hold on.
Okay, go for it.
Got to pick up the needle. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna put some corner things on here.
Oh.
So I have bronze and I have silver.
I like the bronze. That's just me personally, but you know.
That's what I was
I don't
leaning
know.
toward. Because this gold here is still going to be sticking out.
Yeah.
I'm going to have this blue
to
on the spine to match the flowers. Everyone's saying bronze? Okay.
Bronze.
Yeah, it looks like you had a good vote, crafty mamas.
I had a good what? A good vote? Oh, good.
Yep,
so how many of you guys went over? I think it looks good. I think the bronze is, that's just how I would go. So how many of you guys went over and subscribe? Hi, Amy. Subscribe to Kim's channel. And if you guys want to learn how to do shabby chic, that's where you go. Okay. This girl right here, there is no, I'm shabby, but I am not chic.
Shelley.
I can't. If you saw my shabby chic journal, you guys, I'm going to find it. Hopefully I didn't throw it away. Have you ever like thrown away stuff?
Yeah, I have a lot.
I mean, because you're like, I hate that. So that is Kim's channel right there. I put it in the description box. Go on over and check it out and subscribe to her. I am shabby, but I'm not chic. I can't help it. It's like, you guys, I don't know. Okay, so I'm the kid in the class that did not color in the lines. Okay, I am the kid in the class that I don't know. It's hard. I know, right? That's you, shabby, not chic. And I really get so much joy out of, like, as my hottie calls it, pity pat art. He says, I'm going to show you guys some of his paintings sometime. And then you'd be like, oh my God, because he is like a stellar. Oh, I forgot to tell you. You know what? He said, yes. Care, are you here? He said, yes, he will teach a class for Defy on Sumi Ink. And he is such a good artist. He is such a good artist. He said he would teach a class. So I'm like, awesome. So I'm like, yep, he's going to do it.
Okay, this is gonna be good. Thank you, guys. I would have sat here and agonized over that for a couple of days. That looks good.
It does look good.
And I'm sitting there saying about something I'm making. It's not that like, oh, it looks good because no, it looks. I'm gonna shut up.
Oh, I overthink things all the time. It's when I don't overthink that I can really create. But if I'm in my head, but sometimes I just glue when I'm in my head, you know? I do, you know what? I do what Laura does, just glue. Like when she said that one time and I was in one of her streams, she's like, I just glue people. I just glue. That's me.
Yep. That has to be one of the most soothing discoveries that I've made and I'm not good at it. I'll put two completely opposite things, and it doesn't matter. It's just the thicker the book gets and the more pictures I get on it, the happier I am. It's all good. So
if we get to do the next class auction or whatever, or maybe he'll just put it in the next auction, we'll put in there Sumi Inc. with Hottie and me. I'll just be the narration. Because he can't read chat. You guys, he cannot multitask. He could teach you how to do the most beautiful Sumi Inc., but he will not be able to carry on in chat. So I'll just have to read the chat.
That's what Angela Anderson does.
Who does?
Her husband reads the chat while she paints, and it works really good.
Yeah, well, he's such a good painter. You guys, he's such a good artist. And he's so sweet. You know, he's so supportive of my bad art that it's awesome. You know what I mean? Wait, back up. What do you mean bad art? No, but you know what I mean. It's like he paints. No, but people pay him to paint portraits of them. Let me see if I have one on my phone. He painted this Renaissance style portrait of somebody's pet that, can I tell you, it looks like it could have been in a museum. I don't know if I have it on my phone. If I have it, I'll show it to you guys. And he's an amazing painter. So he always says he's in awe of what I do because he's not making fun of me and saying pity pet art. He just says he envies it because he's so precise. Like the book thing, like, okay, these are the books we'll definitely ship to ourselves if we move. And then these are the books that if we don't move, we'll keep. And then these are the books we can let go of. Okay. You get an idea?
He's not very methodical.
He is very methodical.
And precise, yeah.
He's also like living with the Nutty Professor. I call him Magoo, like Mr. Magoo. Not because it's just
I remember Mr. Magoo.
Right? I call him Magoo. That's my nickname for him, Magoo. And he's really zen. So he's zen, he's Magoo, he's like, where are my photos?
See, and I'm thinking of the Mr. Magoo with the big glasses, like doing a Buddha pose in the middle of big meditation, and it's just...
Yes, but that's him too. That is him too, to a T.
That's awesome.
He's Magoo. He's ridiculous. He's so ridiculous.
What did he bring you? He brought you tea or something?
Yeah, he brought me tea.
Aww.
Oh, he's so
would probably bring me like a soda pop in here, knowing full well I'm not supposed to have it.
Well, he would bring me anything I wanted. Like, I'm on a diet. He's like, "Do you want some diet candy?" He's an enabler. Okay, I can't find. Let me see if I can find a photo of it. He's perfect for me. You know how he's perfect for me.
He sounds like
he gets me. He gets me. I drive him crazy. He drives me crazy, but he gets me. He is Magoo. And you guys, he's so cute. I think he's cute, but he's so cute. And he's like, he didn't wear glasses until like just a few years ago. And now he has 2 pair of glasses, like readers. And once he can see what you guys, you have no idea what my life is like. Sometimes we're looking for the glasses and they're.
Does he have the readers on top of his head and then the glasses on his face? That's important.
I don't know why he didn't get bifocals, but he didn't. But whatever, you know.
You know what? Bifocals are an invention of. Yeah, I don't blame him. No, because you can put the readers over your regular glasses. Yeah.
Yeah, but he loses them. You guys, he's so hilarious. I can't even tell you. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe I'll find it next time if I can't find it on my computer. I cleaned off. This is the struggle that I have right now. And you guys just pipe on in and let me know if you have the same thing. So if you've ever recorded on a device, right? And you are like, if you ever record on a device and then you're like trying to edit a video and then you're trying to download a video and it says too much memory or whatever, and then you have to like let it all go. Yeah. You know what I mean? You have to like go through and clean things out. So I've been cleaning out my computer for I don't know how long, and I might have taken photos off. Hopefully I didn't, but let's see. One never knows with me. One never knows what I do, where it ends up. But he's a really good painter, and he's a really kind person, and he's really great with my kids. And my kids are not easy. I mean, they were not Yeah, they were not easy when we got together. And I'm sure many of you who have blended families have had that as well.
Yeah, it's tough. I think we had a lot of struggles, but then like with Vicky, with our oldest, we got so lucky, you know. She's more mature than I am about all the things. I want to be her when I grow up. She's amazing.
Yeah, is she your child or?
She's Kim's daughter from a previous marriage, and she is in the Air Force. She's in Clovis, New Mexico, so she's probably pretty close to Jean Peter.
Very close.
That's cool.
What she said?
Her.
You need to go see her. Her and her husband, they've been separated for, gosh, a couple of years. He had been in Baghdad, and now he's home for a year. So we're like, grandbabies.
I said, you should go see her. If you go see her, you call me. I will drive up there.
Okay. Yeah. She's going to be there for a good bit, and I don't know where they're going to send Dylan next, but I don't think they're going to send him overseas. So, but yeah, when she graduated from the academy, she gave Allie her hat, you know, the hat they wear in the Air Force Academy, because they switched her over to the second lieutenant hat, and yeah, so that was really cool.
Oh, that's so nice.
But yeah, that's right. Allie pulled out that hat. You don't need it.
No, well, I can just say this, that my hottie has 2 sons and I have 3 daughters, right? So he's stellar with my kids. His kids, they come and visit, but they don't, you know, they're not here. Like, it's not like when you're like the home base of somebody who, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you guys sound like you have a good thing going. I mean, it's funny, like, when I met Laura and then I met Elizabeth, and I'm just hearing about it. It's like a group of people who, you know, and I don't think I would have met them had I not met Ken. I know that sounds weird, but it's just, you kind of attract, you know, what works for you. So
I agree. And I agree that you set yourself up to meet people in your life that will help expand you. And, you know, and I feel that way about the Phi. Like, I feel like, you know, if my friend had never said to me, start a YouTube channel, I would have never met Care. I would have never been part of all of this that I am with you.
And I blame, I mean, I credit you, Shelley.
Oh my God, Jean. You blame me. Yeah, I credit you. Blame you.
Totally all your fault.
It probably is. You know, it's all my fault. I'm sorry, Jean.
That's okay. I wouldn't have it any other way.
I know. And if it wasn't for Facebook and Jean is the one that got me into doing making textile journals. That's all Jean's fault. She was like, she turned me on to a textile group, and then I started making textile journals.
I think we all can be blamed for something by someone. And I don't do that like a bad thing.
I know. Guys, I have pictures of everything in the world on my computer, and I know I have his artwork on here because I've had to send it to people. And I'm like,
I have to go. My kids are here, and I've been away from them since I got up this morning. So,
well, we love you, Jean. You guys head on over and subscribe to Jean's channel, and I'll come on again this week. And when we get her to 8:15, we will I'll definitely do the giveaway. So hopefully Kristie and Jean will be around this week, and we can stream again. But if Kristie wants to hang out with me, we can hang out. Whatever you want to do, I'm game for any of it.
Well, and Shelley, I hate to do this, but I just looked at the clock, and I was actually supposed to be firing up the grill about 10 minutes ago.
Okay, awesome. Well, you guys, I'm going to put Kim's channel in one more time. You guys head on over there. Oh wait, I'm putting her channel into her chat. That won't work.
And guys, there's a light in it. Get Jean up to 8:15.
Good night, Gigi. Love you, girls. All right, you guys head on over to Kim's channel.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, Jean. Bye, Kristie. We love you. Head on over to Kim's channel. I'll meet you guys over there. Driving the bus. Come on over and chat. Love you guys. See you over there.
Love you, Shelley. Thanks for inviting me.
Love you, girl. Bye.